So here we go, another box. What's in this box? The answer to that is I kind of know, because I was sent a couple, well, I think 2 pictures, but I didn't really look at them in much detail because I wanted the surprise, and I wanted to have the surprise with you lot again. But the story goes, a long-term subscriber of mine sent me a message and said, look, if I've got anything that you want in my eBay shop, let me know. Didn't find anything on there that I wanted, but then he sent me a picture and said, look, I've got this coming in if you're interested. And I said, yeah, I'll have it. Didn't even look at the pictures in much detail. And then we originally agreed on a price, but then I said, look, I've got some stuff here of mine that you might want if you want. And we ended up making an agreement on a straight swap for this Dave mini stocks, which I've had for years. Had a little bit of fun with it, didn't really use it as much as I'd like to have done. I've got the box for it and everything, so I put it all together, put it in a box, sealed it up and sent it off. I felt a little bit bad because he got this to me really fast, and it took me about a week to get that mini stock sent off to him, because just life, you know what I mean. Kept missing the post office and all that rubbish. But that is the story. Hopefully by the time, well, by now actually, he should have received that with any luck. Anyway, let's open up this box. And again, I don't really know what's inside. I know it's a monster truck, and I know it's Nitro. That's as far as I literally, the pictures were there on the I had it on the phone. The pictures were there, and I went, yeah, I'll have that. Got rid of the pictures. Didn't want to see. Just didn't want to see. I want to see now. So let's open up the box and see what we've got. Right, bit of a big box this one, and the reason for that is because there's a monster truck inside it. Let's open it. Oh man, I'm excited. I've been excited about this for a while now. When I was on my way to go and pick this up from where it was delivered, I was mega excited. I've got God, there's names and addresses all over this bloody box. Be careful not to show too many of them. Those names and addresses could be on it. Oh, we've got a lot of newspaper. Oh, it has got a shell. I didn't think it had a shell on it. I don't know why I thought it didn't have a shell, but it has got a shell. Right, let's get it out. Right, it's on the floor. Right, that's all that's in the box. Let's move the box out of the way and put the truck up on the bench. Right, here we go. That, my friends, is what we've got. Let's have a look and see what it is. MTA4 Thundertiger, wings and wheels, it says there. Nice. Got a bit of, it's got no glow plug in it, so it's stuffed a bit of paper in there in the hole. That's all right. I'll have to get a glow plug and stuff a glow plug in there. Let me let's put you in handheld mode and have a little look. Well, my friends, here we go, handheld mode, and we're having a look at this monster truck. What a lovely looking truck. What an absolute brilliant beast of a truck. This right, the shell's a bit, the R clips are too small, so that one's gone through. Let's take that one out, take that one out. Let's get that one out of there like that. Let's have a look and see what we've got. Oh, we've got haulage. Bloody hell, we're haulage. Right, what have we got here? What a lovely truck. Got no receiver. Or have we? No receiver and no battery, so I need to put a receiver in it, which is fine. I've got plenty of Fly Sky receivers. I can stick a battery in it. Have we got a battery? Battery, are you here? There we go. There's a battery. There's a battery in it. That's that job done. One less job to tick off the list. Dual starting system. And we haven't got any of that, have we? We might need to sort something out for that, because I haven't got any of that rubbish. That's interesting. Might not be able to start that in this video. Right, anyway, we'll think about that later on. I might be able to come up with some sort of jiggery pokery and jam a Polestar on there, because I happen to have a very similar engine there with a Polestar on it. So I might be able to, well, that one's obviously, the Polestar's broken obviously. That's why it's called a dual starting system. But I might be able to take this off and jam. I'm hoping they've still got the pull start. It looks like the pull start is still on that engine. If you look in that gap there, it looks like the pull. It doesn't matter. Let's have a look at the rest of this truck. Looking lovely. What is that? Oh, that's the rest of the handle, obviously, because the string has obviously gone inside. I might be able to mend it. Pull starts are certainly not my strong point. Don't really like mending pull starts. Some of you lot, nutters in there, that live inside this camera, some of you lot are mad. You mend the pull starts, take them apart and put them back together, put the springs in and all that. I know it's good fun to do, but I'm just not very good at it, so I don't do it. What is that? Oh, that's for the reverse servo, throttle and brake servo. Where's the steering servo? Oh dear, there's a steering servo. Lovely, man. What a lovely looking truck. Couldn't ask for better than that. Exhaust goes off down under there, look. Oh, this is going to be the nuts. Throttle, that's alright. Lovely. Engine, yep, turns over lovely. Well, and we've even got some free nitro in the tank. Man, you can't ask for better than that. Little primer bulb, and it works. Little primer bulb works. What a lovely truck. Right, let's try and gearage. Look, we've got gearage. Love a gearage. It doesn't seem to be doing much now, does it? That might not be a very good sign. That should be doing something. Maybe we're in neutral. Let's put it. Nope. Oh, there we go. Now we're driving and we're going backwards. Happy days. Let's put it in first, in forward gear. There we go. Now we're driving. It's because we was in neutral. Had me a little bit concerned there for a minute. Right. Let's try and find a way of starting up this engine. What we're going to have to do, I might be able to get the pull start off without taking the engine out. That would be good, wouldn't it? I might have to just take the exhaust off. I won't even have to take the engine out. Man, the epicness of laziness is reaching its all-time highs at the moment. Right, this is my other engine. I thought I'd forgotten that pull start was also broken. Damn it. That's one of those RC scrapyard ones. Meant to be unbreakable, but absolute rubbish. Definitely not worth paying bloody whatever they are, 28 quid or whatever they are. Anyway, enough of that. I'm going to have a rummage around and see, but I might be able to just pull the string back out of this one and mend it. So let's take it off and have a look, shall we? I think we'll take the exhaust off, because I think if we get more, the more access we can get, the better. There we go. Now what do we need? We need a little Allen driver. We can get these screws out. And once we get these screws out, we'll be able to see exactly what we're dealing with. And with any luck, because we've got the handle up here, hopefully just a string snapped and it's gone in. So I might just be able to grab it and pull it out. Probably not, because that's not usually the way that it works, and you lot already know that, and you're already screaming at the screen going, no, that ain't never going to work. What is the matter with you? And I know that ain't the way it's going to work, but there is the off chance, you know, that I might not have to mess around with it. Bloody pull start, bloody things. I like them when they work, but when they break, I do tend to just go, nah, see you later, alligator. Too many years having springs stuck in your skin, stuck in your fingers. Oh, yes. This is going to be an easy one. This is going to be an easy one, my friends. Hopefully. There's the string. So, all I've got to do is poke it back through the hole, with any luck. Poke it back through the hole, tie the handle back on the end of it, and I reckon we'll be away. Let's hope. And obviously the end of the spring's got to go in there. And that's the difficult part that I always bloody struggle with, because these springs pop out and then they go pew all over the place, and then you've got to wind them all the way back in. I don't whinge about it a lot, I don't moan about it a lot, but pull starts, I do whinge and I do moan. Bloody things. Anyway, let me get this back together and I'll be back with you. A little bit of advice. This is probably going to go up in flames because it's absolutely soaked in nitro fuel, but if you burn the end, see where we got the end of this string is frayed, like that. So it's never going to go through that little hole again very easily unless I stuff it through. So if I burn the end of it, like that, what happens is, it makes it so it's not frayed anymore. And come on, you stupid. There we go. So it's not frayed anymore, and I should be able to hopefully poke it through the hole. No, I'm not very practiced at this kind of thing, so it doesn't always go to plan. But if I can do that, I might need the help with a screwdriver. I need to go and get a podger. Hold on. I've done it. Done it. Here it is. Right. Let's quickly get it tied on the other end of the handle so that it can't disappear back in. And I reckon we'll be away. And all I've got to do is put the bloody spring on. Oh my god. Right. So let's show you how I done this, just in case anyone else wants to know. So all I'd done was I poked it through the hole, poked it back through the handle, tied a knot on the end of it. Then took the little shaft out and the one-way bearing, and then you can see the little slot, hopefully, because there's enough light. There's a little slot at the top there where the spring has to go into, and with the one-way bearing out you can get an Allen driver or a screwdriver or something, poke the end of the spring in there, and then we can put our one-way bearing back in, ideally the right way, which I think is that way. No, it's not. Oh no, the spring came out. Right, but anyway, that's what I've done. I've got to put it back together now because the spring just popped out. I'm blaming you lot for this, because if I didn't stop and try to show you like that, I'd have had it together and it wouldn't have popped out. But anyway, there's the spring back in there again. It probably come out, shot across the bloody room. Anyway, let's wind the string back up again and then we'll put it back in. Jesus bloody Christ. I don't know. Right. There's the little groove. Can you see the little groove in the end there? Little groove in there, right? So we've got to put it around that way. Make sure we wind up the string as tight as we can get it. Get the little groove there. Really, it needs to be the other way around though, so I'm going to have to wind that around a bit. And then you can see this, the end of the spring is it's across the hole, isn't it? So with a screwdriver, pop it in, and there we go. Right, now we got the one-way bearing in, the little shaft in. We can, a bit small this bench sometimes, it's a bit awkward to show you a lot of stuff, but we can put it back on the engine. I suppose while we're here we'd better make sure these are tight. That engine seems a bit loose. The engine's loose, we have to tighten them bolts up. Yep, these are definitely all tight. Why is this engine loose? Oh, the bolts that hold the engine on were loose, so let's quickly tighten them up. God, they're all loose. Is it? I reckon they've had this. They must have had this engine out for some reason. Hopefully there's nothing wrong with the spur or anything, or the clutch. Don't know why they'd have the engine out otherwise, but they're all not even tight, not even a little bit. Anyway, let's put this on like that. Make sure we've got our one-way bearing round the right way. We have, because it's turning the engine round. And there we go. Put all the screws back in. There was one missing, I noticed. Put the screws back in, and that's our pull start mended. Now all we got to do is try and fire her up. I'm excited about this. This is going to be a proper mean monster truck when it gets going. Might need a bit of a clean, but before we clean it, we'll see if it's actually going to work. I might need to get another screw for the bottom of this pull start because it's only got 3 screws in it. It's supposed to have 4, but that's alright. Right. There we go. One working pull start. Let's get this exhaust back on. That's the wrong gasket for it, but we'll have to make it work. Someone's just jammed on the wrong gasket, but that's alright. That's what we're all about on this channel as well. So whoever done that, well done. Wrong gasket. I don't know what that's all about. That's not going to work particularly well. We're going to have to... This is obviously the wrong exhaust for it. I reckon this is the wrong exhaust for it, so... don't know what we're going to do here. I might have an exhaust that might fit. I wonder if that would work on it. Obviously I'd have to take off the wrong manifold and attach it to that. I wonder if that would work. That might work. No, it won't work, will it? No, that won't work because it's all in the wrong orientation. It's got to be that way. No, that ain't gonna work. Oh well, that's worth a try. But a little pipe there, I don't know whether you can see it, the little pipe for the exhaust is pinched up against the engine. Well, obviously it did work. What am I chatting about? It must have worked. Otherwise it would, you know, it must have worked. People who had it before must have used it like that. So anyway, it doesn't matter. Let's put that on. Let's put that little spring round now. And then we can try and fire up. And then once we fire up, I'll have to get... I've taken all the bloody batteries out of the Fly Sky receiver. I'll have to go and get some more batteries. And then we'll see what we've got. Right, let me put the spring on, I'll be back with you. Right, don't know whether you can see that there, but where we got our exhaust, and we got our little bit of piping for the tank, it's stuck on there, but it's because this is the wrong exhaust. As we can see, we know that it's the wrong exhaust. It's pinched, so I'm wondering, I'm going to take it and I'm going to bring it right the way round. That way it's a long thing, so we can keep this first section of it, take that off. It's got one of those silly little exhaust things on it, but that's alright. I wonder if this piece of pipe here might be long enough. So let's put that on the end of there, like that, and then I can cut it to length as and when I need. But that now will go, I know it's on the exhaust, it's not ideal, but it's better than it being pinched, because if it's pinched, if I bring it under the exhaust like that perhaps, so if it's pinched it ain't going to do its job. I wonder if that might be a better option, like that. If I bring it over it, it's going to be directly on the manifold there, and that gets really hot and it might melt the pipe. So I think, I know some of you are going to be going on, they're going to be going, oh, you don't want it too long because of this, because of that, and bollocks, bollocks and more bollocks. But things like that I simply don't care about. I mean, I simply don't. This is the care on my hand. Can you see it? You can't see it, it's because there is none. So I'll just put that there, like that. One day I will get that to go on there. Like that, happy days. Right, there we go. That's better than it was. It's not pinched anymore. It's not ideal. It's in the way, but at least. Right, let's give it a go. So we've got our primer. Happy day. Oh, we need a glow plug, don't we? What a cock. We need a glow plug. Right. Let's put this broken engine back up there, or on the broken engine shelf. Right, glow plug. Alright then, glow plug drawer. Let's get, I'll save that one. What we got here? There you go. That one might do the trick. There's loads of glow plugs in here, but I need an O-ring, and I haven't got an O-ring, so I could have just taken a glow plug out of the drawer that wasn't in a box, but I haven't got any O-rings. Washers. Oh, what's that? Oh, I have. There's one. Right, that means we ain't got to open a box. I've got a washer. Glow plug. I wonder if that one will work. It looks a bit dicky, mind you, but I wonder if it'll work. Does the actual plug itself work? The actual plug itself works. Will it go in the hole? Is the question. Where's that copper washer? Next time I call a washer an O-ring, I want you lot to give me a slap, alright? Because it ain't. I've gotten into a nasty habit of calling bloody things their wrong names recently, and it gets on my nerves. Probably gets on your nerves just as much as it does mine. And now that's going to spark a debate now with the whole tick over an idle thing, isn't it? I'm not in America, so I don't call the tick over an idle, I'm afraid. If I was in America, I would do, but I'm not, so I don't. Simple as that. Right, there we go. One glow plug. Probably completely the wrong type, completely the wrong one, but that's alright. It's in there. I could have taken the glow plug out. Hello? I could have taken the glow plug out of that other engine actually, but doesn't matter. Right, let's get ready to fire up. Right, so why do people always do that? Look, can you see this? So, I don't know whether you probably can't see in there. Can you see inside the throttle? In there. Bloody, that is as far as it goes in. Tick over is well high. I don't know why people always set tick overs mega high. So we're going to lower that before we do anything else. So that's it. That's going in nicely. Come on, you bastard. That's it. In. There we go. So we've got a nice small tick over now, a low tick over we should have. I might need to raise it a little bit, because obviously you can't judge anything when, you know, it's not running. So we don't need to prime it, because we've got a little primer bulb that actually works. So let's see what we've got. Is she going to run? Your guess is as good as mine. Before we do that, actually no, don't worry. I was going to sort the exhaust out, but I'm not going to bother. We'll sort that out later on. Here we go. Maybe we do need to prime it. Not even any inkling of wanting to start. Let's give her a helping hand. Shouldn't need to. It's not exactly cold, but there's a very high chance that this truck sat around for a while. So let's give her a heat up and see what happens. Alright, got some heat in her now. Let's see what's going to happen. She wanted to go then. I think she's a bit flooded. I thought we're trying to do this on the bench. Really, I should go on the floor. Bloody hell. we might have a blockage. I think that needle might be blocked. Yeah, I think we got to block a needle. So let's just take that apart quickly. See what we've got going on in there. Might have I think we've got a blockage where the fuel, well, not where the fuel goes in. I don't know where we've got a blockage really. Let's have a look, shall we? Right, move down onto the floor because it's just a lot easier. I'm trying to do that on the bloody bench. Right, blew it through. It's getting there though, isn't it? Proving to be a bit of a tough, stubborn one, this one, isn't it? I wonder if that's even blowing, you know. That might not even be working. What I'm going to do, I'm taking this off of the exhaust. I'm going to blow through it with my own mouth to pressurise this tank because it might not even be working. Wow, got a leak here. That might be why. That's why. So there's a leak. This tank on this here is loose, where the pressure pipe goes on. It leaks around the top of it. That's why it wasn't running. So if I get me pliers, because that exhaust is bloody hot, I tell you. I'll put that on there. I reckon I might not need to blow through it now. I might be able to get away with just holding down on that, stop that from leaking. Got enough fuel in now, I think, to run it a little bit longer. A little bit of a primage. If I hold down on that, stop that from leaking, I reckon we'll have it running again. You forgot to put the bloody glow starter in. God, why don't you shout louder? I can't hear you, you know what I mean? If you'd have shouted louder and said, put a glow starter in, I might have heard you. Oh. Well, anyway, I'll sort that out. We know that it runs. And it actually runs like a dream. So we've got the pull start mended for now. I'll have to see if I can get hold of one of the little things for the secondary method of starting. I'll sort something out. This is obviously the wrong exhaust. I can see that. It's the wrong exhaust for it. It works though, so I might leave it, but it would be nice to have the right one on, because then I could have this pipe how it's meant to be, rather than have this long old one on there. Couldn't really have it like that. It must have worked before, but it was pinched, so it couldn't have worked very well. I'll stick a battery in it. I'll get a receiver in it in the next video of this, because this video is getting a bit long now as it is. And then we'll take it out for a test run. Man, what a lovely truck. Look at that. I think it's a MTA4. Well, I don't know what that was all about, if that's what it actually is. You lot tell me in the comments. What truck is this? What is it? You tell me. The suspension is the nuts. Look at that suspension. That is well good. Look at that. Love it. That's awesome, man. That's rivaling a Savage, that is. Awesome piece of kit there, my friends. Anyway, don't know if those blue things are upgrades or if they come like that, but gonna have to change the exhaust actually, because that's minging. Look at that exhaust coming out here. Whoever done that? What's that all about? Anyway, thanks for watching, you lot. You like Will It Run videos, and you like seeing old Nitro cars come back to life after not running for a while, or anything like that, or just general mending of RC cars, stick around, because it's what I do basically. Mend them, get them, mend them, test drive them. That's what it's all about. I have got some new ones, but they're not. Boring they are. Anyway, thanks for watching. Treat everyone nicely, treat people equally, treat people how you want to be treated, and we'll all have a nice happy life. That's the way forward, my friends. See you later on. All the best.